Don't mind the fan in the background. With the window open. Well, it's a little kind of chilly out here in Cali, but you know what? I needed so I could stay awake on doing this podcast today. Because last week we didn't do the podcast till Sunday because we were so burnt out on Friday, Saturday. Yeah, Friday and Saturday. that I swear, I tried to do the podcast after the homies radio show. Man, I fell asleep. I was like, oh, woke up like, oh, I forgot to do it. Oh well. I think last Sunday we did it last Sunday morning, like around 5 or something. Did it real quick, straight to the point. But yeah, but we're back on regular schedule. So let's go ahead and begin. It's 6:37 or 18:37 on this Good Friday. I don't know why they call it Good Friday, but it's close to Resurrection Sunday, whereas folks call it Easter. Like, I don't know where the Easter Bunny and the eggs came from, but for us, we call it Resurrection Sunday and whatnot. But it's like, how is it a Good Friday when, you know, this is the time where Christ, got handed over, well, being betrayed, and then being handed over towards the Romans and things, and, you know, been raised for the dead. Stuff, well, not stuff, but if you guys follow the story, the true story, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's April 19th, 2019. And it's a beautiful evening. And this, ladies and gents, is podcast week 1, 2, 3. That is week 1, 2, 3. Week 123. Sessions 601 through 605. For this week of April 5th to the 19th of 2019. I know it's weird saying that twice. But other than that, though, let's begin, because all the topics in today's post is actually pretty powerful when you apply it to your life. And especially you're going to apply it most of all of these, so... It was like spam. Anyways, let's start. So on this past Monday, went through some running and everything, got inspired for Blessed Mondays, April 15th, 2019. I said, in order to grow, you have to make great sacrifices in life, including canceling out certain friends and relationships. There's a reason for the hesitant that I just said. Not gonna say what it is, because there's a whole lot that's going on and whatnot. But what I can say is this, though. In order to grow in your life, if there is something that is hindering you from growing or moving forward, even certain individuals, there are times where you have to cut them off. And depending what type of relationship you might have with that individual or individuals, you know, it may be a little bit tough. But for your well-being and for your growth, sometimes change is a good thing. But if you are trying to grow and make great sacrifices in life, then you really need to look deep within yourself. We're going to talk about that a little bit more later on in these posts. But if you will be making great sacrifices to try to achieve the life that you want to achieve, then you might have to not hang out with certain friends anymore. That's just doing the same thing. It's not, hindering your growth or growing towards being a better person. You might have to cut out certain relationships that you're in that, may not seem as if it's going anywhere because of whatever reason. Like I said before, all of that might be tough on you, whoever you may be, but you know what? Once you start seeing the changes grow, if God allows those individuals to come back into your life, trust me, they will. If not, then do know that each and every person you come across with is actually a life lesson to learn and grow from whatever lesson you're being taught. But I guarantee you, y'all will still be thinking about each other. Whoever it may be, as to saying, I had to talk to so-and-so in a while. Let me see if I can still got their number. And just chat. Friendship or whatever may not be as strong as it was before, but at least the acknowledgement is there. Let's continue. So for On the Grind Tuesdays, April 16, 2019 of this week, I said perceptions will let you know as to whom you really are inside and out. Now this is day 2 of me doing some running. As you guys know, I've been getting back to my running grind and everything, which has been a blessing. And especially Monday, we did a very good distance and everything. We tried to run from different beaches. Literally. And then I totally forgot that there is a little cutoff part out by Marina Del Rey, California, where you got the boats that go out to the ocean, whatever. And you have the little docks for the boats and things of that nature. But it's another little not dam type, but more like a reservoir or something like that, like a little swamp area, something like that cuts off into the ocean. And I totally forgot about that because it's right next to my job over at LAX. So we went for the usual route of going from some part of Santa Monica and was going to go all the way towards Palos Verdes or Redondo Beach and whatever. Y'all and I know some of y'all that's listening to this, if y'all from California, y'all really bro, the hell are you trying to do? Let you guys know that the distance to the beaches is really not too far from each other, even when you run and different routes and things of that nature. But since I know certain areas pretty well, I'm yeah, you just go along sort of coastline. That's how I forgot about the little cutoff part, and I'm and I'm looking I could just go around. But yeah, I felt the pain on the lower abdomen when I got home. I was ooh, and I said I know why. The distance that I did, having certain music on that kept me pumped up, and it's yeah, we about to do this, and my body bruh, you're gonna be hurt for the next couple of days too. I think Tuesday we did a little bit of running because my right side my leg was we ain't having it today. I'm all right, we'll do a little bit. At least we got something in to clear our minds. And running by the beach, ladies and gents, I highly recommend you guys do that. Reason being is because the beach is a ray tranquility, yes it is. When you're running and you got the right music for it, and you ride by a beautiful scenery, no matter if it's cloudy, whatever, and you just feel completely free of all the bullshit, and I kid you not, it's a whole different vibe, and it's lovely. It's peaceful. But how does this play to this post? What perceptions will let you know as to whom you really are inside out? Because, ladies and gents, we perceive everything to be what it is that we think it to be. So while we judging others, we really not judging ourselves. Our perception of people and what they look like and what they dress like and how they talk like is normally 100% wrong. Most of the time, my bad. Oh, damn, that was flying in front of the face, whatever. But yeah, it's usually, let me say, 95% wrong. Because we probably could look at a person, think that person's a thug, when in reality, person's not a thug. They just kind of dress or have that dress with that look, but dude could be a software engineer that's making 6 racks. Y'all know what 6 racks is, so say in another term, 6 figures. You don't know what 6 figure is. Let's say making probably like around $700,000, a year or whatever in salary or whatever field of work that person in. Or we could say that somebody look like a skinhead, when in reality that person probably just going through chemotherapy, going through some cancer, something like that, and just got over it and lost their hair. Like, our perceptions will let us know who we are in and out. It will let us know if what we say as to who we are is truly real. Because there are folks that have a perception of us, and 9 to 10 times the perception that they have of us is not really true. So we have to be careful when we perceive folks to be what they are, when in reality, folks are really who they are. Folks aren't what we think them to be. But our perceptions will let us know if we are in the ugly, just being evil because we perceive things on a different level. Let's continue. So on Motivation on Wednesdays, April 17, 2019, I said, even your work. Oh, I knew I messed up on this. I knew I skipped a word, but I did this way early in the morning, so. And I'm just looking at it right now. I'm like, damn it. It should say, even if your work looks little, your progress will show as to how much you truly grown. So, for those of you that are in business or overall just doing different things in life, even if you're working on something, no matter what it may be, my apologies about that, ladies and gents. Something that popped up, so yeah. But that's what I was saying, though. I was saying, even if your work looks little, your progress will show us how much you truly grown. Basically, I'm saying this. If you run a business or entrepreneur or whatever, and sometimes you have a whole lot of ideas you just want to let folks know about, I already told you guys last Sunday. I said, just keep that on the hush-hush. And this actually a new emoji that came out, I think, about a month or two ago, that has the shh, but finger of lips, basically saying shush. What that means is, and I have a thing called Power Moves, hashtag Power Moves only, with the shh emoji at the end, because basically you're doing power moves in peace and quiet. So even for those of us that, try to stay busy by doing as much as we can, even though our workload could be little, but we knock it out quickly because we are masters of our craft, I'm telling you right now, the progress will show as to how much we truly grown in our work, truly grown in our business, truly grown within ourselves. The more you stay consistent on what it is that you want to do, want to accomplish, the more you really start to see the growth as to how you become more professional in the field that you're in. Which at the same time, you start teaching folks, and guess what? You start learning new trades and things, and it continues to grow. Even if it's little, even if the workload is little, it's still going to show a big impact because you got the foundation set up. So always remember that. Let's continue. on Daily Tips Thursdays, April 18, 2019. Y'all gonna love this one. Don't run back to the things which had hurt you in the first place. Those of us that are human beings, we love going back to certain things that we try to face. We like going back to certain individuals that we know has done a harm to us, but at the same time, we just can't get rid of them for some odd reason because it's a stigma of being connected to certain individuals or certain situations. It amazes me how us as humans, men and women, love going back to the things that hurt us in the first place. Some of us had got over it, some of us haven't. And the crazy thing is, we keep running back towards it. I'm letting you know right now, don't run back to anything that has hurt you in the first place to try to fix a solution to the problem. Here's the thing. The solution to the problem 9 to 10 times has already been broken, and the damage rate has been done. If it's with a person, it already has been done to the point which it's going to take a while for a healing before both parties could come together and apologize and then say, you have a nice life, you do you, I do me, that's it. Now, certain items, physical items, whatever that had hurt some individuals, like, you don't need to go back to that. Just cancel out that and just continue to live your life. But when you go back to the things that hurt you in the first place, that lets you know how weak you are. And you need to build up the strength and the courage to not fall back to the things that have hurt you. So always remember that. And for today's post, April 19, 2019, Boss Status Fridays. When you work on yourself, you will start to see the good and the ugly. Work on bettering yourself daily as opposed to every once in a while. This corresponds with the post on perceptions and the post on making great sacrifices. We have to work on ourselves daily. Period. We look in the Bible even says we have to work on ourselves as well. But we, ladies and gents, have to work on ourselves on a daily basis. Because we are both good and evil. We have certain thoughts that we keep thinking of. We say certain things to certain individuals that piss them off or whatever. We just have attitudes that just be like, fuck you, and I'm just going to do me, you're just going to do you. I don't give a damn what it is or how you feeling. Without even realizing that that person could be going through something real heavy, and he might need to hear our voice and motivation or something. But then you have, some individuals to which they will want to say something to you, but they just don't. Just continue to just move on in life. It's cool. It is what it is. We all human. But when we're working on ourselves, we start to see who we truly are. We start to see the person that we're becoming. And the crazy thing is, do we stay becoming that person that we're becoming, or do we change it up? Because we can't just work on ourselves every once in a while. Nah, you have to work on yourself daily. After you work on yourself, you really just have some alone time to yourself. Your thoughts will wander a little bit, and then once you start talking to yourself and your thoughts, you start saying like, oh, dang, this is what we've been going through. That's what I've been doing to this person. That's what I've been saying. Like, oh, man, I need to change some things up. You'd be surprised. And then once you be surprised, then you just need to step back. Just chill and just not go crazy. But you have to learn, have to grow. So, start this week. Start working on yourself. Because you'll really start to see who you truly are. with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning into today's podcast, which has been brought to you by Chinchilla Q of HipRockerProductionsTM.com, also known as Q More. Ladies and gents, I want to thank you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast. Really appreciate each and every one of you guys. And at the same time, too, we did some radio shows this week over at livesets.com/DJ-Skylo. That is livesets.com/DJ Skylo. Dash or line, whichever one. But at the same time, though, we had the 4 different radio shows from Monday through Thursday. I highly suggest you guys check it out. We do go on that website of livesets.com/DJ-Skylo. Look for Black Cancer Live Value 3 and then go all the way up till you see the King Nipsey Hussle sessions. Once you listen to those 4 radio shows that we did this past week, then, you know, kind of understand why I'm doing the podcast. Anyway, we've been putting in work. Like I said before. Maybe little, but at the same time, it makes a very big impact for the work that we're doing. But yeah, check that out. And you can also check out my website at HipRockerProductionsTM.com. That is HipRockerProductionsTM.com. And once again, ladies and gents, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning into tonight's podcast. I'll be back again next Friday. And at the same time, you guys go ahead and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy your Resurrection Sunday or Easter Sunday. Called Resurrection Sunday, not Easter. But yeah. So with that, one love, peace out, deuces, and have a wonderful evening. It's your boy Chinchilla Q saying peace, sayonara, way out, deuces.